2024, exactly 7 o'clock. We do have a quorum and we can conduct business. We have, looks like 3 councilmen here. So 4.
Sorry, 3 council.
Yeah, and we can conduct business. Let the record also show that Town Clerk Gray and Building Clerk Mason are also in attendance. Could you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. So the first thing on the agenda is to reconvene from our workshop today. So if I can give a motion to reconvene to the regular meeting.
I move that we reconvene to the regular meeting.
Second?
I'll second that.
It's been moved by Councilman Rock, second by Councilman Ellis. All in favor say aye.
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 Aye. Hearing none opposed, motion carries. Next item on the agenda is to adopt the agenda. I have a motion to adopt the agenda.
I move we adopt the agenda as written.
Second?
I'll second.
It's been moved by Councilman Ellis, second by Councilman Denny. All in favor say aye.
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 Hearing none opposed, motion carries. Next item on the agenda is any announcements or proclamations, and we don't have any at this time. So we'll move to the next item, which is the public comments section. This section is for anyone in the audience that would like to address the council. That's a 3-minute comment period, and there'll be no council discussion, debate, or action taken. But if we have anybody that would like to come up, state your name.
Good evening. Is this on?
Oh, it's the little box right on.
Is that better? Yes.
Oh, good, thank you.
Okay. Good evening. I'm Jen Lowe, 894 Cedar Creek Drive. Here for 2 reasons this evening. First, I would like to express my disappointment every time I take a drink of my water out of my water bottle and it tastes like a swimming pool. I know I'm not the only one in the room that's had that experience in the past several weeks. And I understand there's blame to be spread around, but ultimately it lays at this elected body's feet, and it's a shame. So I wanted to express that opinion. Second, I have that same feeling when I pass the bridge that I can't walk across with my dog because of the poor leadership of this council. I understand that government does serve a role, and as much as we love our limited government here, there are jobs and responsibilities that you hold to keep the quality of life that we have come to love at a certain level. So that's 1. 2, I'm coming to you in my capacity as the precinct committee woman for Precinct 2-10 Star Valley Ranch in the Lincoln County GOP. We will be holding our actual every other year caucus meeting this Thursday at the Etna Community Center at 7 p.m. I invite all registered Republicans to attend. It is a wonderful time to learn about the Lincoln County GOP, its priorities, its goals, and also to let them hear your voice as a Republican voter as to what issues you think are important and should be taken to the state. A caucus is a political meeting of a group of like-minded people. Every 2 years, Republican precinct committee members host meetings for voters living in their respective voting precinct or neighborhood. That's here in Star Valley Ranch. I'd also like to point out that in Lincoln County, Star Valley Ranch has the largest number of precinct committee people, 6 women and 6 men in August primary. That's the most in the county. That's the same as Kemmer, that's the same as Acton. Star Valley Ranch is an important Republican voting bloc, so I absolutely implore all registered Republicans to come to the caucus and let us know what is important to you. That's it for my comments tonight. Thank you so much. Thank you for your service and your time.
What was the date of that caucus?
This Thursday at the Etna Communities. This Thursday, February 15th, at the Etna Community Center at 7 p.m. And all registered Republicans as of January 23rd are invited to join.
Thank you.
Thank you. Does anyone else from the audience would like to speak to the council tonight? Okay. Let's see. We made it through the public comments section. So I'd like to go through the consent agenda, and the first thing is to adopt the consent agenda. So let me go through that so I can talk to anyone if we need to. First item on the consent agenda is to approve minutes for the January 9th work session and the January 9th regular meeting, January 16th work session. The disbursements are listed. The dispatch report, which we get from Lincoln County Sheriff's Office, the court report, special municipal officer report. So all of those are included in the consent agenda. Let's see, I do need a motion first, right? Okay, sorry. All right, it's not like I've done this before. Can I get a motion to approve the consent agenda?
I move that we approve the consent agenda.
Second?
No, second.
Okay, made by Councilman Rock, second by Councilman Merrill. All in favor say aye.
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 Hearing none opposed, motion carries. Next item on the agenda is the public hearing and action items. And we do have a resolution. Councilman Ellis, if you'd like
Yes.
to do that resolution.
Resolution number 24-02-13-001. Resolution to establish fees for plan review, issuance of building permits, and building inspections for the town of Star Valley Ranch, Wyoming. We've gone through and created an admission fee, an administrative fee for each one of the items on the permit type. And then on 2, 4, 5 of them, there is a additional fee per square foot. We got it up,
We're getting that now.
should be there. So I would move that we adopt resolution number 24-02-13-001.
Okay, second?
I'll second.
I'll second.
Okay, it was moved by Councilman Ellis, second by Councilman Merrill. Any questions from the audience on this? Is there just the fee schedules for the building permits? Council? Okay, hearing none. All in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries unanimously. Next item on the agenda is ordinances, and we've got a few on here tonight. So the first one is it's just an update to our nuisance ordinance. And the only change to this from the last reading was that we added shipping containers as something that's not acceptable. So metal shipping containers, Connex boxes, cargo containers, sea bags, dry boxes, storage containers, freight containers. So, yes.
Did you read by title to approve?
Approved by title only, sorry. Oh, I needed a motion for that, yes.
I move that we approve
Approve ordinances by
by
title.
title and explanation only. Thank you.
Second.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. All in favor say aye.
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 Hearing none opposed, motion carries. Okay. So the title of this is ordinance 2023-12, Title 11 General Regulations, Chapter 94 nuisance.
I move that we approve the third reading of Title 11 General Regulations, Chapter 94 nuisance.
Second?
I'll second.
A second.
Okay. Moved by Councilman Rock, second by Councilman Merrill. All in favor say, oh, hold on. Any questions from the audience on this nuisance ordinance? Council? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Hearing none opposed, motion carries. All right. So the next item on the agenda is another ordinance. Councilman Rock?
Yes, the next one is ordinance 2024-01, Title 11 Business Regulations, Chapter 113, Short-Term Rental of Residential Units. This is the second reading of this ordinance, so changes in green. There were very minor changes from the first reading last month. Scroll through real quick to see. The one change that's probably of most interest is that As far as the neighbor notification, the town will now be handling mailing of neighbor notification for any approved short-term rental permit. There's a couple of changes to signage, but otherwise there's not a lot from the first reading, and you should be able to see all those changes in green. So I would move that we approve the second reading of Title 11, Business Regulations, Chapter 113, Short-Term Rental Permits.
Second?
I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any questions from the audience on this ordinance?
I noticed that the fee amount was removed from the statute. Can you talk about how that will be determined and when it will be made public?
The fee amount, it'll be determined on the third reading, so that'll be next month, and then it'll be done by resolution.
So anything that will be submitted before then will be grandfathered in under current statute?
Correct. But everything was due January 15th, so.
Even for new?
Not new.
Not sure, yeah, not renewal, so yes.
Okay, thank you.
If you have any input on what you think those should be, let us know, because we're looking at them again, so, where it makes sense. Okay, is that any other questions? All right, hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Hearing none opposed, motion carries. The next item on the agenda is also Councilman Hawk. She's been very busy, which is great. Ordinance 2024-02.
Okay, this next one is Title III, Administration, Chapter 32, Officials and Employees, and this is the first reading. So you will see changes in blue if you've looked at this ordinance. The major change is we have defined the duties and powers of the mayor, which is in line with the Wyoming State statute. We have also added duties and responsibility of the town clerk and treasurer. There's been addition of a town administrator position, and there's been a couple of other minor changes throughout. So I will make a motion to approve ordinance 2024-02, Title III Administration, Chapter 32, Officials and Employees, first reading.
Second?
I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded. Moved by Councilman Rock, second by Councilman Merrill. Any questions from the audience on this ordinance? Town council? All right, hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Hearing any opposed, motion carries unanimously. Next item on the agenda is also Councilman Rock. This is ordinance 2024-03. This is first reading.
Okay, this is Title 15, Land Usage, Chapter 154, Zoning. First reading, we've added some definitions. Just to clarify, I can't say the word appurtenances, but we added garage, single-family residential zone, and the definition of a storage container. There's also some changes to, or clarifications on accessory building sizes and fencing of single-family residences, and height of appurtenances. So I would like to make a motion that we approve the first reading of Title 15, Land Usage, Chapter 154, Zoning.
Okay. Motion made by Councilman Rock, second?
I'll second it.
Second made by Councilman Ellis. Any questions from the audience? No? Town council? All right. All in favor say aye.
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 Hearing none opposed, motion carries. All right, the next item on the agenda is this is the mayor and council, so this is an opportunity for the mayor or the town council to speak on any subject they would like to. And so I have one thing that I would like to talk about. And last year, about this time, probably more in May and June, during the budget process, which is we're starting now, the town council set some goals, and we set those goals based on the feedback from the residents as part of the upcoming master plan update. So do we have that up there?
We're working on it. It's there, but we're trying to make it bigger.
Okay, so I can kind of go through these. The left side is what we had decided we were going to do and where we're at as far as all of these goals. So the first one is the Green Canyon tank liner, and that came in twice as much as we were originally quoted, and so we're still looking at how we're going to do that with the budget. So there's that one. The next one is to complete the 2021 water project, which was completed in August of 2023. That has been done. Start the Vista Drive water project. We did receive funding for that. That has gone out to bid. The bid came in less than what our projections were, and that will start this summer, that project. So be prepared for Vista to be torn up. The next items were, that was water. The next section was roads. And so, Middle Branch Crossing was the first one to replace Middle Branch Crossing. We are still waiting for the Army Corps of Engineers to approve that. So, in fact, we had a meeting this morning about it. We do not have approval yet. And so that's that one. Paved Brambleberry Drive, that did come in under budget, and that will be done in June of 2024. Establish a road maintenance resource plan, and our plan initially was to secure additional plowing equipment, which we did, and also to make sure that the Public Works Department is fully staffed, which it is. Next item is communication. Improved town newsletter readership, and that has improved substantially, and that is published. The feedback has been extremely positive. And then town goals and tracking, visible to citizens. That is also included. It's posted in Town Hall. It's included in the newsletter, and on the webpage, right? Okay. Next item is the rural lifestyle, which is one of the things that our residents were very, they really wanted to make sure that we keep that rural lifestyle. So the first one was to update and improve our nuisance ordinance. We just completed the third reading of that. And so I'm going to say we completed it. Thank you. Oh, I give it to you, green check mark for that one. Okay. And then organize a town community event. And Star Valley Ranch Town Farmers Market started this last summer, and it was extremely successful. That was on Saturday mornings, and we're actually looking for volunteers to help with that, because that was done by Councilman Merrill and Councilman Rock, and it was a lot of work every Saturday. So if you know anyone who wants to help, that would be greatly appreciated. Recreation, we had two items under that. One was to improve trails, parking, and all-season access. And the other one was to improve trail signage. Winter Cedar Creek trail parking area was established and the signing installed. Area also plowed by SVRA. NRB also obtained volunteer plowing of Cedar Creek Vista Drive pullout for the winter access to Vista Crater Trailhead. And then we installed a new sign on Vista Drive. It's just down the road across the street from Town Hall, so much more visible. Next one was our financials. The first thing we said is we wanted to revise and improve monthly reporting. The next thing was set minimum reserve levels. And the month reporting was done fairly quickly, I think. And we have that out on the website. It's always available. This is a greatly enhanced package and is being published monthly. Town Council set prelim and reserve minimum goals of $500,000 for the road reserve and $1 million for the water system reserve. The last one was quality services, update the town master plan, and the town count, we're still working on trying to get that done. And then implement the short-term rental software, and that is very close, isn't it? I mean, we're not quite finished yet, but we're pretty close on that one. And then the last one is the customer service training, and then all of the staff attended customer service training in August, so we might do that again. And that is everything that we had put down we wanted to do. So. Any other comments or from the town council? Councilman Owens? Councilman Owens?
If you wanted to talk about the water coordination and Vista project, what the plan is after that.
We could, yeah.
Okay. So on the water chlorination and water in general, I know that I appreciate your comments, Jen, on that, and you know, I can notice it sometimes, and I live on the north end, so I know that down here probably maybe more people are, it just depends on where the chlorination is being put in, and I think probably the clerk could talk a little more about that, but the plan, and tell me if I'm not getting it right, we have an agreement, we've had discussions with the EPA, is that as soon as the Vista project is done this summer, that we will be able to stop chlorination so we can get back to doing some testing for the total coliform bacteria. We have to stop chlorinating so that we can do that testing again and see where we're at. And then, you know, if we can come back with good, clean samples, our understanding with the EPA is that we could cease chlorination. So we're not letting go of it. As, you know, I know it's not a great solution right now, but there is a plan, and we're working with the EPA, and so far it's going okay. It's been a little bumpy getting the chlorination going, but I think that's probably leveling out too. And I think if anyone is having a real tough time with it, like you're feeling like it's so much chlorine, let the town know, because maybe something's off, right? But we haven't heard a lot.
If I could speak on that, Councilwoman, if you are having a specific problem at your address, the best solution that you can do is report it to the water department, because it may be something that they need to look into. And if we don't know that there's a problem going on, we can't do anything about it. So absolutely let us know, and he can go out and look at it.
That's it for me, thank you.
Thank you. Councilwoman Merrill?
I would just like to mention that it's an election year, and we have 2 town council positions coming up. So if you know of someone who wants to be a candidate, or if you yourself want to be a candidate, paperwork is due in May. So just something to think about and get people chatting and talking about.
Councilman Denny?
I have nothing.
Okay, thank you very much. All right, if I could just get a motion to adjourn?
I'll move to adjourn.
Second?
I'll second it.
Moved by Councilman Merrill, second by Councilman Knott. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye.